Hey guys, this is question of the day number 2. Something I've been thinking about is, can learning be effortless and easy? And what I want to do is kind of think about the difference between organic learning and structured, deliberate learning, like schools and education. So first of all, I want to talk about what I think is organic learning. I think organic learning is when you are being self-taught, kind of like when you're learning by yourself. Like right now for YouTube, I'm learning it organically. I'm still looking at tutorials and classes and like stuff online, and I'm kind of just doing what I feel like. I'm learning photography organically now too, like if I ever encounter a problem with my flash or something, I look up problems and I look up tutorials or whatever. I'm not like a photography major or anything like that. Right now, I didn't specialize in figure drawing, but now I'm like learning figure drawing naturally as well. Like, hold on. Like there's like a bunch of drawings here. And like I'm just kind of doing things for fun, learning it organically. Let me see, whatever. It's not like I'm taking a formal class or anything like that. Versus, I think structured learning is something like really formal, kind of like if you enrolled in an academy or in art school or have formal education and stuff. And yeah. So maybe let's look at the pros and cons. Maybe we can compare them. So let's look at structured learning. When you are structured learning, I think you can make money if you are the teacher, right? You can teach a large amount of people very quickly and have very, results-oriented kind of stuff. You could, as a teacher, you can train like 40 people or 100,000 of students, in a month. So it's like really results based. You can get a lot of people trained quickly. Let me see, what else are the pros? I think the cons of structured learning is that everyone's work kind of looks the same and kind of thinks a certain way, because it's like you're mass manufacturing and mass educating students. So those are like the pros and cons. Like art center, that's structured learning. Any art school, that's structured learning. Versus organic learning is when you kind of, okay, let's see. When did I start doing organic learning? Well, I feel like organic learning, you can also go to school, but it's different. For example, I was in high school, and outside of my high school, I took classes, Saturday classes at Art Center, and I felt like that was kind of organic because I chose which class I wanted to take. I wanted to take figure drawing class. I wanted to take transportation and design class, and it was my decision who was my teacher. My grades didn't matter, so it was because it was like a Saturday class. So it didn't matter what the results were. I was totally in charge. And I felt like I learned better that way. It was also a lot cheaper. So those are definitely the pros. At some point, it also feels kind of effortless because I'm making my own decisions. No one's telling me, you need to take this class, and then this class, and then this class. And definitely, you still have to work very hard. But it feels more effortless than when I went to Carnegie Mellon and I took classes, and then they were like, okay, freshman year you need to do this, sophomore year you need to do this. And I felt like a lot more stifled when things are too structured. I almost think that there should be a 20% maybe structured learning where they teach you the foundation, maybe the most 20, and then the other 80% you need to make your own decisions. I see that a lot of in universities, right? A lot of teachers would encourage students to kind of do things organically, like the self-independent study and stuff like that. Why is this important? So I just kind of compare the pros and cons, right? So organic learning I think the pros of it is kind of you gotta explore your own style. It feels more effortless. You do what you want. I guess the cons of it is it's slower. The results aren't guaranteed. You don't know where you are going exactly because it's organic. Whereas if you have a structured learning style like a university or class, you know what the results. There is certainty there, and versus there is uncertainty in organic learning, but it feels much more relaxed and natural. And why is this important? It's important because when I was learning YouTube and photography, it's been, I think 2 years for YouTube, 3 years for my name painting business, 1 year for my photography. And this is all really organic learning, where I'm just kind of like looking things up online and stuff like that. I don't have a formal teacher. And I've been getting lots of really great improvement. I've been making money. I've been really happy. And it feels kind of effortless. Whereas when I was in university, taking a lot of classes, it just feels kind of lame. I didn't feel like I was learning as much. And I think, here's the book Outliers. A lot of people get the deliberate practice thing from here. And a lot of people, I think, misunderstand what he's trying to say about deliberate practice. Malcolm Gladwell, I don't think he's not trying to say working hard is the secret to success. This is what he actually says in the book. Okay. Alright. Gladwell argues, and it matters, it matters what year you were born if you want to be a Silicon Valley billionaire, Gladwell argues, and it matters where you were born if you want to be a successful pilot. Alright? Basically, this book is arguing that your circumstances are what determines your success, not your hard work. A lot of people misunderstand Gladwell's argument. Basically, he's saying that people like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were lucky. People like Carnegie and Rockefeller, they were lucky to be born at the right time and the right age, and that's how they built their wealth. Just kind of like right now, I'm getting good at photography because not because I want to be a great photographer, but because I was doing the theme entertainment industry and they needed a next-gen photographer, and I just kind of fell into the role, and I have I'm taking a lot of photos for their events. And it's not that I wanted to be a great portrait photographer, but I'm definitely getting a lot better. I'm learning a lot about flash, and it's kind of like I'm in the right time and right place, and things are just happening organically with me. Same thing with my figure drawing. It's not like I wanted to be really good at drawing girls. Like, I'm doing that right now, but it happens to be I have a little free time. There is a figure drawing studio nearby my house. There's an art gallery where there's like models and stuff who pose. It's affordable. I live like 15 minutes, like 10 minutes from it. And it's just, I happen to be in the right place and the right time. And I think that's the real thing that Malcolm Gladwell is arguing in Outliers, not you need to work 10,000 hours. Because I literally tried that. I literally did the method where it was when I was training in concept art. I was like, okay, I want to be successful, so I need to work 10,000 hours. So I need to work 50 hours per week doing this, and this times 50 weeks in a year, and blah, blah. So in 4 years, I will do this. I don't think maybe that'll work, but I tried that, and it was stressful. You don't really get your own stuff, and then most importantly, I was not happy. So I think that's the difference between organic and structured learning. Yeah, comment below. Let me know if you disagree or agree. And yeah, okay. That's question of the day.